He's just such a lovely animal. You can't help being smiling when the dog tail's waggling. He's just changed my life entirely. It's like the sunrise after a few years of darkness. Socks means the world to me, in simple terms. He's now part of our family.
It's like a magic wand, really. We're unrecognisable to who we were like that 2 years ago. We go out all the time.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Before Socks came along, as a family we were in quite a dark place. Toby was basically being homeschooled because he'd been excluded from school several times, so we decided that school wasn't the place for him. And we were in a really bad place, to be honest with you. Toby had said several times that he'd be better off dead and not alive, and we would be happier if he was dead and stuff like that. So it was really a horrible, horrible place. It was hard. We didn't go anywhere. We couldn't go anywhere. And if we had sort of events that we had to go, we would have to sort of divide. So if it was a family wedding for Neil's side, he would go and I would stay at home with Toby, and it was the other way round. I would stay at home. I would go on to the wedding and Neil would stay at home with Toby. So there was always somebody at home with Toby. We never went out anywhere because if we tried to, it was too much for Toby. We always had to give up. So in the end, we just never, ever, ever went out.
It was very miserable. I kept coming back home, very depressed, very sad. I was crying a lot because I had some real tough times at school.
When Toby's overwhelmed, there's times where he would have been overwhelmed and locked himself in his room probably for 12 hours or something. And now if Socks intervenes, it's half an hour. So that makes a big, big difference. And just being able to go out, and Socks provides this little bubble for Toby. So all the sensory issues that he has seem to have sort of disappeared or made it easier for him, really.
Socks is kind of the big picture. It's basically a bit like the Queen. When people say the Queen's doing something, it kind of gives people hope. When Socks is about, he's kind of he's like a big picture. So he's like so excitable and so lovely. So you kind of feel good for him. When you give somebody a very big present and they're like, oh, thanks. It's a bit like that.
Carrot, a dog's best friend.
Come on then.
It's like a magic wand, really. We're unrecognisable to who we were like that 2 years ago. We go out all the time. And just simple things like we go to parents' evenings, we can go to prize givings, we can do all those things that normal families do. We can go to a restaurant and have something to eat. We can go outside when the weather's different, because beforehand Toby would only go outside if it was about 19 degrees and not too sunny and not too this and not do that. And now he's, we get to a weekend now and it's like, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? And beforehand it wasn't like that.
At the moment, I need to be quite fit, so Socks over there would, help me because I'd be more enthusiastic to go on walks, and I'd also, also Socks is, you need a responsibility for him to keep him, so that will train you for later life, and he's just such a lovely animal. You can't help being smiling when the dog tail's waggling. These days I'm on the main lead sometimes because I've already got my bronze award on Dogs for Good. used to be known as Dr. Disabled. So now I know that I can walk him if I want. I can actually walk him myself with no, help or anything. Now we can go out and, go in very noisy places because Socks it distracts you. Like when there's been something really bad happening, and as I was saying, the Queen, if she says she's sorting it out, and if she's there at that discussion, how to sort it, then you kind of feel it's serious, it's actually gonna happen. Something's gonna be better now. And Socks kind of distracts me. Socks means the world to me, in simple terms. He's now part of our family, so he's worth as much as a brother or a sister or a mother or a dad. He's just changed my life entirely. It's like the sunrise after a few years of darkness.